Hello everybody and welcome to the Education Computer channel. In this video I will show you how to apply some page setup options. In my case I have this sheet, the data values, and if I go to the page layout tab, we have here page setup set, and let us just take first the orientation of our page. Look at this, we have portrait orientation. It depends on your data size. You can manage if it is portrait or landscape. How could I see the effect of the size on my printing? Go to file, print preview. So this is our data, and this is a portrait size orientation, and I want to make it as a landscape and see what happens here. Let us see. Now this is a landscape. The data is shown like this. This is the orientation. The size of our printing page you can choose. Letter is used usually in USA, maybe in Europe also, but in our Gulf area and Middle East we use A4. So here use A4 for printing. This is the size of our printing pages. Margins, the area that is like a space area. You see, if I customize the area, you see we have here 1.9 point for the top, for the header 1.8 watts. What is the measurement unit here? In our case, the measurement units, I go to file options and see what is on advanced. What is the measurement unit here? You see the following, this one, the default ruler units, the default units used in Microsoft. So this is I use the centimeters in Microsoft, so this is the default value. You can choose centimeters if you want. This is the centimeter, and click OK. So when I go to margins here, so margins will be applied here to centimeters, and this is the default. So you can change the top as let us set 2, the header is 1, left is 2.5, right is 1. If I want bottom as 2, header as 1, and then click OK. What happens here if I go to the print preview? You see there is a space here on the left. How much is the space to the edge of this border? Is 2.5, and here there is a space, and down there is a space, and also for the header there is 1 centimeters space, and so on. So this is the margins. You can apply a predefined presets for the margins shown here. You can use the normal size for margins. You can use the wide, and you see this measurement for top, left, bottom, right. So you can apply what you want. If you want as wide as you suppose, or a narrow, if you want to apply narrow. Another thing in paging setup is how is the scale of your data here. You see the file print preview here. You see this data is just take a corner of the page. There is much space here. You can manage the scale of this. One of the way to manage this scale is to scale it for larger. So you can fit it on sheet 1 if it is smaller. If it is more than 1 page, you can make it on 1 page for fit in 1 page. But in our case, I want to just go to page setup and make a scaling from here. Like if I want to make a scale for 150, you see that now the data will be shown like this in the printing pages, not in the view during our Excel sheet. You see here, this is no difference between this and what we just talked about in the printing preview. So this is the data. How is this data will look like when it is printed. If you have more than 1 page, you can fit it on 1 page, and so on. So you have more And mode setup, you can click this also, click this small arrow and page setup to go directly to the options for page setup, for scaling, and also margins and header and footer, and also for sheets. There are some options here like showing the grid lines, showing the row and columns. Let us see what happens here in our print preview. Print preview here. You see this is showing the headers and columns, headers here, this, and showing the grids. You see these borders. This is the grids. Okay. If you want to show it, you can show it like this. This is the most used elements in page setup, but a very important element is to set the print area. Let us see the print area first. View and let us set break preview, page break preview. This you'll see. So this is the setting print area. Suppose that you want to set just to print the first. You see this? I want to print just alley marks with the row 1, 2, and 3. So I have to set this area for printing. I go to page layout and then choose print, set print area, set print area. So what happens now if you go to view page break? You will see that there is what happens here. There is a blue edges showing the printing area. There are something dismissed from printing. Okay, so this is the area of printing here. Okay, so you can manage if you go to file print preview, you will see that only alley is shown in the printing. So here, so this is the page layout print area setting. If you want to clear this, you can click clear print area, so it return to the default one. So anytime you can set the print area to select some area to be printed, and also clearing to clear what you just selected or what you set before. Suppose that you want to make 2 pages of your data. Let us say, okay, I want to make a break here. I click for Mustafa and click insert page break, and what happens here? You see page 1 and page 2. So we have 2 pages now to be printed. Let us see. Print. This is the first page. Look at this here. We have 2 pages. So we can go to the next page. The next page is Mustafa. So here, what happens? We just make a break between the data. So this is the page 1, this is page 2. Hope you enjoy this video and take benefit from. See you next video. Bye bye.